How's spring gone for you so far?
Spring going good. I mean, since we started just the offense, we had our good days. We had some mistakes, but that's going to come. That's why we practice. And then we just keep building. We had a good day today, so we just got to build on from that.
Is there a different mentality or attitude entering the spring as the QB1? Is there a confidence element to that whole thing?
Yeah, it's definitely way more confidence than last year. Just trying to be the best leader for everybody on this team, helping the offense in any way I can, just making sure everybody rises to the occasion. I know people are expecting big things from us this year, so I'm just making sure people rise to the occasion and do what they need to do.
Is this one of those days you wish you were working out at Miami Beach still?
Yeah, something like that. It's too cold, but that's what I signed up for when I committed to Virginia Tech, so it is what it is.
Tell us about that trip. It looked like a productive trip down there. You had your personal QB coach and some other guys you were working out with.
Oh yeah, it was a fun trip. I've been working out with Shador and Cam since like senior year of high school, so it was a good trip. Coming from Texas, we usually work out in Houston, so it was a good trip for all of us, just having fun and then going out there in Miami and then having fun and then training. So it was probably going to be another trip like that this summer.
Now you went with Ali and Daquan. You convinced them to go, or they convinced you to let them come with? How that work?
Ali and Quan, they had came to Houston with me a couple of days before, and then Ali was already going to Miami with me, and we convinced Quan while we was in Houston just come to Miami, train and have fun, and then he just ended up coming. It was a fun trip.
What is the dynamic like when you get around those other quarterbacks like that? Because I have to imagine there's like some friendly banter, but it's also a little competitive that you like to show what you can do.
Yeah, it's a little bit of competitiveness. I mean, like I said, we've been working together since like junior year of high school, so it's always been there. And then me and Cam playing each other later this year, and we're cousins, so it's a little bit of competitiveness. We was talking trash in the video, but it's always been there, but it's more friendly than anything.
What's the relation in terms of cousins? Like, where are you guys connected to?
On mom's side?
Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking on that, I don't know if you saw Shadur's comments yesterday about Texas high school 6A quarterbacks. Do you have any thoughts on that? I know Shadow Creek switched to 6A your senior year. Do you have any comments?
I mean, Shador gonna say what he want to say. I mean, he was a private school football player. I mean, like I said, I was a 6A my senior year, so I ain't really worried about what he's saying. He gonna say what he gonna say, so it is what it is.
Of the three of you guys there, it looked like you did the least talking. Is that sort of how it is with you three when you're around each other?
I mean, I ain't gonna talk as much trash as they was talking. I mean, they had a little bit more to talk about just because the fact that they played each other this year. So that's mainly the things that they was talking about. So I was just letting them talk, but probably by the time summer come, I'm gonna talk more.
But you played in a bowl game.
That's what I said in the video. I mean, they talking about stats and everything, but they was both done early by November, so that's on them.
Kyron, Coach was talking about sometimes, you can almost be a little too hard on yourself. Can you describe, I guess, what type of standard do you hold yourself to, especially this time of year? I
mean, I try to be the perfect player. I mean, there's no such thing as somebody being perfect, but I try to be the best I can be. I do hold myself to a certain standard, and I've been like that all my life, just being hard on myself. And I know sometimes it's not as good to be too hard on yourself, but that's just the way I am, and I hold myself to a certain standard that nobody else holds me to, so that's just how I am.
You had a chance to throw with Ali pre-game last year. He stayed stationary after he's recovered from the injury. How much did going to Miami help just connecting with him and seeing him after a year ago heading into the season? Grant's getting used to those reps with him.
It was a good thing. I mean, me and Ali been working even before we went to the Miami trip. We always work out here. We always work out here, and then when we came back home to Houston, we was working out there. So it's just been good getting those reps with him, getting the connection, and I'm looking forward to getting that in the season.
You and Daquan really seemed to have a connection last year. It certainly came on strong down the stretch. How much has he improved from when he first got in here, and what have you seen on him this spring? I know he wasn't out there today, but overall for the spring.
He's improved so much since he's been here, just learning from Coach Mines, learning from different receivers like Ali and Jay Lane, just learning different stuff from them, and he's just been a big improvement, working on routes, working on catching, and then that led to the transition in the season. He's just been working his tail off. We always came and did extra stuff, so that connection just came from us being in practice, us doing the extra reps, and then taking that to the field in the game.
Just in general, what has been the comfort level of having all those guys back, having Bayshore back, and Malik, with everyone coming back, has it felt different this year?
Yeah, it's definitely a significant comfort level just on the fact that you don't have to learn anybody else. Like, we did all the learning last year, so this year we're just playing and having fun, and that's what football is all about.
What do you see in the backup quarterback spot so far?
Pop Dylan is a good quarterback competition right now. I know somebody needs to step up to be the 2, and then that's what they're working on throughout these practices. That's what spring's for. So hopefully somebody emerges as being the 2, but it's a good competition right now.
They're both pretty young guys.
Yeah.
They haven't played a whole lot. What kind of wisdom do you impart as a guy who's been in college for a while?
I try to help them as much as I can, just knowing like reads, knowing what to do off the field, on the field. Just try to help them as much as I can because I know they both want to succeed. I want to see both of them succeed. I know even though it's a competition, we're all good in the QB room, so I don't want them to take that and try to like start hating on each other just on the fact that it's a competition. But they know like it's a competitiveness to it, and they just got to do what they got to do.
Where has been your biggest area of focus for improvement this winter?
Just being more of another coach on the field, being the best leader that I can be on the field, just to help everybody else. Like knowing, like I'm in a significant comfort level than I was last year, knowing the offense and learning the offense by like the back of my hand. So just being another coach on the field, that's where I'm trying to be this season.
Have you worked with Braylon at center?
Not as much. We just did extra work after practice today, but I'm going to start doing more with him moving forward, just on the fact that he is the 2 center in case Caden goes down like today. So, yeah, it's just going to be better from there.
And what's it like? You got to play behind Braylon at left when he was at left guard last year. Is it going to be seamless with him at center, you think?
I mean, it's going to be the same thing. We're going to work with Brody Meadows that was working at left guard, so it should be the same thing. It shouldn't be a significant drop-off. It shouldn't be that. We're just trying to, like I said, hold our guys to that standard to be where it shouldn't be drop-offs between the 1 and the 2, and then everybody just got to go out there and do their job.
What have you noticed about, like, Montavious, Lath, you mentioned Brody, Johnny Garrett, those guys, the younger guys, and then the transfer coming in at offensive line? What have you seen out of those guys?
They've been working their tails off since they got here. They've been getting better each and every day, and that's all they came here for, and that's all they came here to do. So they just got to keep working and try to build that relationship just to be able to go out there and do their job so they can be in that one spot one day.
Kyron, you talked a little bit about how you kind of been doing some coaching on the field. What about off the field? How do you guys keep you guys motivated when you guys are not throwing the ball?
Off the field, we just always stay connected. We're always together, try to do things together, like go out to eat, go do stuff. And there's not much to do out in Blacksburg. We try to go do stuff outside of here, and then just even outside of practice, just coming back to the field and working on more stuff to keep that relationship going.
What's your favorite place to go to out in Blacksburg?
To eat, probably PK's. Probably, yeah.
You guys good?
Ain't much.
What was your take on Sunday's game?
It was a tough game. I mean, I hate the fact that we lost to Baylor, but it was a tough game. My girls fought hard. They did a tremendous thing this season, so it was a good fought battle. I just don't like that fact that we lost to Baylor. So.
You doing